Okay, I am using a slightly older version of Excel on the Mac. So the highlighting we did on the previous tab, where we color coded all of our different types of samples, did not get copied over to the next page or the next tab, but I'm dealing with a very, very highly intelligent audience here, so I'll assume you can live without the color coding. All right, at this point, all we are really interested in is our final values. So we don't really need to see the standards. So we can delete these rows. Now we're going to erase the rows that we're only going to save the row with our location, Cove in this instance, and our final value of 10.04 parts per million. Now, what is supposed to happen is that when I copy and paste onto this sheet or onto this tab, the sample and the value are going to end up on the same page. Now, with a newer version, the sample and the concentration are going to end up on the same line, so that now when I erase everything between this sample point and the next sample point, all that remains is the sample concentration, and we can just erase everything that is not either every line or every row that does not have a sample or a concentration into it. And you'll notice that I have to move some of these up. I'm using a slightly older version of Excel, and this is a Excel for the Mac. So there are going to be a few things that are going to be a little different than what you're going to see when you run this on a PC with a up-to-date version of Excel. So let's just format these things. Just move them up so that when we erase these rows, we delete these rows, we're just going to have a nice, and I'll restore the formatting here. It gets green. So I'll make that a nice green for a quality control sample. Our digested check standard is also green for quality control sample. Boy, these numbers are really shifting around, but that's okay. Our milliQ wash, that is, of course, a quality control sample, or we can think of it as a quality control sample. So we'll highlight that green. Our check standard is color-coded yellow, and so on and so forth. All right, what I'll do is I'll just finish with this tab, and we'll resume in a few minutes.